They didn't say I was wrong. They said I was too loud, too confident, too much. But mostly, they meant I was too black. My name is Chiara James. I'm 14, 8th grade, honor student, president of the student council. Read books like they're air. Ask questions like they're currency. Mama says I was born talking. Dad says I just don't accept nonsense. It started with a question. Mr. Palmer was teaching history, the civil rights movement. He skipped over Emmett Till, skimmed Rosa Parks, said Martin Luther King Jr. gave a few speeches, and then progress happened. I raised my hand. Sir, that's not the full story. He sighed. We don't have time to get into everything. But we should. What about the other leaders? The movements? The resistance? Shara, he said, let's not derail the class. That word, derail, stuck with me. All I'd done was ask for more truth. It wasn't the first time. In English, I questioned why all the reading lists had white authors. In science, I asked why the textbook called Africa Underdeveloped. In gym, I asked why the black kids always got picked last. I didn't yell. I didn't interrupt. I just asked. But suddenly, I was a problem. Then came the discipline slips. One for talking out of turn, one for disruptive behavior, one for defiance. Mama said, Shara, keep speaking, but document everything. So I did. I started recording notes. Who spoke? What was said? What happened before the warnings? Then I started recording audio. Low, private, just in case. The breaking point came on a rainy Thursday. We were discussing the Civil War. Mr. Palmer said it was mainly about economics. I raised my hand. Wasn't slavery the foundation of those economics? He stared at me. We've covered that. But not enough, I said. That's when he said it. In this class, you don't get to lecture. You're not the teacher. The room went silent. He walked over. Step outside, Shara. I waited in the hallway. He came out and said, I'm writing you up for insubordination. I said, I was just contributing. He said, your attitude is exhausting. That night, I cried in the kitchen. Mama held me, then said, enough. We went to the principal, showed him the write-ups, the patterns, the list of every time I was silenced. He smiled politely. We appreciate your concern, but Sierra needs to learn when to participate and when to listen. Mama said, she's being targeted. He said, she's not fitting the classroom structure. That was code. So I played mine. I pulled out my phone. Can I play something? I asked. He nodded. I hit play. The audio crackled, then, you don't get to lecture. You're not the teacher. Your attitude is exhausting. Silence, laughter from a few students. Maybe next time you'll think before challenging everything. The principal turned pale. I didn't realize. We're not done, Mama said. We sent the recording to the school board, and the news and the NYACP. It went viral. Let Sierra speak. Not a disruption, Chucky. She asked questions. Mr. Palmer was placed on leave, then quietly resigned. The district offered me counseling, offered to review training, offered to let me switch schools for a fresh start. I said, I'm not the one who needs to leave. But they made it uncomfortable. Teachers stopped calling on me. Students whispered. Old friends drifted. So I chose to go. Not because I lost, but because I needed peace. Now I speak on panels, lead youth forums, help other kids understand their power, because questions aren't a threat. They're a right. My name is Chiara James. I wasn't the disruption. I was the lesson they didn't want to hear.